Hi, this is a response to Ashley Young, your analysis of Byron's Childe Harold, which I really enjoyed. I enjoyed everything you said in your video, and the quotes that you selected were beautiful. Um, the second one, I think, ended with the lines, "For pleasure drugged, he almost longed for woe, and even for change of scene would seek the shades below," which is such a desolate, sad, and sometimes very relatable thought. Um, so uh, I enjoyed your selection there. Um, you made some very excellent points. You made a comparison between the loneliness and isolation expressed in that latter quote and a kind of camera shot in filmmaking where the camera pulls outward and outward from the character just to express their isolation. And I think that's a perfect, that's exactly right as a comparison. I immediately latched on to what you were saying. And that got me thinking about impressive shots in film, and then that made me think of a Byronic character that, as soon as I remembered it, stood out to me as obvious as a Byronic figure in popular culture, and that's Roy Batty from the film Blade Runner. Um, Roy Batty has, I think, all of the traits of a Byronic hero that I mentioned in my video. That I think I'm getting the sense that maybe I'm a little more particular about what I consider a Byronic hero than is general. But if you've seen the film Blade Runner, I think it should be immediately apparent how Roy Batty is Byronic. He has that sort of Milton-esque self-regard in conflict with this thrill and passion for living, and his deep melancholy and throes of powerful emotions. And then you see all of that, I think, in the famous Tears in the Rain speech, which is a scene that no matter how many times I see it, no matter how many times it gets referenced, or how film bro-y the conversation around that film can be, that scene still brings me to tears. If you haven't seen the movie, and I'm, speaking some dialect of gibberish, then I would definitely recommend it. I'll include a link to the scene, but if you don't like spoilers, of course, don't watch it. But yeah, you also mentioned a book. I'll have to rewatch your video to get the title of it, but it sounded very interesting. So thanks for the book recommendation. What else? Oh yeah, in connection to Blade Runner, I was actually reminded of. Sorry, I go on a lot of tangents, but I'm realizing through this assignment that me being reminded of other media is perhaps an annoying habit of mine, but I love putting literature in conversation with itself. So there's a short story, a very short story, by Lord Dunsany, that also came to mind in relation to some of what you were saying and some of the traits of Byronic hero. And I can't read it because I loaned my copy of the book to someone, and I don't think I'm getting it back. But in any case, I think I can find it online. And the story is very short, so I'll just include the text of it somewhere where you can see if you're interested. Anyway, I really enjoyed your video, so I thought I'd tell you on this early September morning as I let my dog outside.